Many across the whole area still reeling tonight as questions remain in the double homicide of a mother and her child.
Their deaths mark the third and fourth homicide investigations in North Little Rock since the beginning of the year, leaving many wondering what can be done.
Just after 9:45 a.m. on February 14th, officers with the North Little Rock Police Department responded to an area of the Interstate 440 on-ramp from Highway 165. Upon closer inspection, they would locate an unresponsive adult female and a baby lying in the grass. A second child will also be found a short distance away.
The on and off ramps behind me near Highway 165 and I-440 were shut down earlier today as police tried to figure out exactly what happened here. Police say they found a woman's body and a young child's body here, and they also found another child who was alive and transported to a nearby hospital.
All subjects were found outside of the roadway to the side of the road in the grass.
Lieutenant Amy Cooper with the North Little Rock Police Department says officers responded just after 9:45 Tuesday morning to start the death investigation.
The identities of the deceased have not been determined. The manner and cause of death have not been determined. Both of the deceased will be transported to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for autopsies to be performed, and hopefully those autopsies will help us determine the manner and cause of death.
Seeing this scene and hearing two bodies were found was a surprise to nearby business owner Antar Singh.
I came out 8:20 after 8. I didn't see.
But his cameras might have. Singh says he planned to show police his security video this afternoon. Despite what's happened, he says he's not concerned for his safety.
I'm safe in my place.
And law enforcement plans to keep the community safe by getting to the bottom of this.
Any crime, whether they're adults are involved or children are involved, I understand children tend to pull at the heartstrings a lot more, but any death and somebody losing a loved one is obviously a hard time for anyone, not just for the family, but for the communities and those investigating the case.
The victims were identified as 27-year-old Teangela Tate of Jacksonville and her 2-month-old son, Noel Mott, who were both sadly pronounced dead at the scene. A second child who police officers found at the scene is a 1.5 years old and currently hospitalized and listed in critical condition. The child was quickly identified as Teangela's child as well. Authorities initially referred to this case as a death investigation, but said the evidence they have found so far has led them to escalate this to a homicide investigation.
We continue to follow the story about the woman and her son that were found dead beside the I-440 ramp in North Little Rock. Well, this morning, police say that there are no new updates. However, the North Central Arkansas community is wondering what they can do to help. The founder of March for Black Women and Girls says she's working to amplify their story. Coffee Davis says that her organization works with victims of crimes similar to this one. She created the organization in 2019 with the purpose to spread awareness about violent crimes, but especially those involving Black women.
Well, as a Black woman myself, I felt like we're very vulnerable in the community, and I've also been a Black girl before. So I wanted to reach out to people. I felt like it was very important to show that there's resources, there are people here that will protect the most vulnerable people in our community.
Davis says she wants people who are in tough situations to know that there is help available. She stresses the importance of communities working to make sure that victims and their families know about the resources that they have.
Less than a week after the murders, the North Rock Police Department announced the arrest of Teangela's boyfriend and father of her 2-month-old son, 43-year-old Willie Mott Jr., and his mother, 70-year-old Diane Mott. Mott Jr. is being charged with 2 counts of capital murder. Additionally, he is charged with 1 count of attempted murder of Teangela's second child, who remains in the hospital. Diane Mott is being charged with 1 count of hindering apprehension or prosecution and 1 count of tampering with physical evidence. Investigators now believe Teangela was shot and killed at a home she shared with Mott Jr. on Jeff Davis Road in Jacksonville.
Breaking at this hour, North Little Rock police make an arrest in the death of a mother and her 2-month-old.
They arrested 43-year-old Willie Mott Jr. He was the father of the baby. Police say he shot and killed them at a home in Jacksonville. Lisa Anthony joining us now from North Little Rock Police Department with the latest on this. A lot of questions, and now we're getting some answers. Lisa.
Bob and Laura, I spoke with the family earlier today. Just before these arrests were made, they said they could not believe it. They were also hoping for justice Now, this all goes back to on Tuesday morning. That's when the North Little Rock Police Department, they had said that they found 27-year-old Teangela Tate and her 2-month-old son, Noel Matt, in the grass near I-440 on the ramp from Highway 165. And just moments ago, that's when we got word that there was an arrest that had been made with 2 individuals. One of those is 43-year-old Willie Mott Jr. He was arrested. He's also from Jacksonville. He was taken into custody. He is now being met with North Little Rock Police Department detectives. And Mr. Mott said that he shot and killed them. And we also got word that 70-year-old Diane Mott is also being held. She was also arrested in this. Now, the family told me earlier before these arrests were made that they were hoping for justice and that they could not believe that this actually happened.
It just hurt my feelings so bad, and for you to have to grieve and keep going, that's what hurt the most. Like, I have to keep going and be strong, and it hurts so bad.
We really don't know what to do. You know, we lost right now. We don't understand why it happened, how it happened. We don't know anything. We know that our family member is gone.
Now, Willie Mott, he is being held on the charges of attempted murder for the second child. He's also had a number of other counts for 2 counts of capital murder and 1 count of attempted capital murder. He is being held at the Placer County Regional Detention Facility, and he is being held without bond. His appearance in court, that will be February the 17th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m.
At this time, investigators said the manner and cause of death for these 2 victims is unknown. The bodies of the victims were taken to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for autopsies and to determine the cause of death. The case remains ongoing.